What's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. As always, I like to put a disclaimer on my videos. Let y'all know I'm doing this for fun, entertainment, encouragement, and educational purposes. Another day, another mile. So look, if you do a lot of driving and commuting and you live in the city and work in the country, or you work in the city and live in the country, and you do a lot of driving, your best bet is to get gas when you get in the city, because the gas prices in the small towns in the country are usually high. And the reason they do that is because they do not have a lot of competition. The groceries prices are also going to be high because they don't have a lot of competition. Now, it's different if you have like maybe a Dollar General or Family Dollar in the country. Their prices are usually a little reasonable, but it's still higher than the city. Reason for this being is the competition is low, and it takes a while for the goods to go from the city to the country. Now, I'm not saying that there are not going to be times when you're going to have to gas up in the country or the small town gas station or whatever. But if you want to get the best deal, do it in the city, man. And you also want to make sure you have a reliable vehicle, because if your vehicle is not reliable, you might run into some trouble, and it's difficult to get somebody to come help you if you're out in the country and you're not well acquainted with most individuals there. So this is just a little bit of information for those individuals that drive a lot. You also want to make sure you have some jumper cables, Have a good, I prefer the heavy duty jumper cables instead of the ones with the little thinner cables. I like the heavier set of jumper cables, because they seem to do the transfer of, charge better than the thinner ones. Also, you need to keep your toolbox. I would recommend, if you drive a lot, the little Caesar jack that comes in some of these, like the one that comes in this van or the Toyota vans, I really don't like using it because it tends to get messed up easily. I would prefer the hydraulic jack, like the one that they have at let's say Discount Tires or some of the tire shops, where you use a hand crank and pump it up and it goes up and down. I like that. That's what I prefer. I had one which I had bought from, I believe, AutoZone, but I misplaced it. I'm thinking of replacing it for this van, because I'm not saying the one that is in this van doesn't work, but it just makes it more difficult every time we have a flat, and you have to align it really well with where it's supposed to be placed at. Anyhow, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Sunday. Be safe. I want to send a shout out to everybody that watches my videos, that likes my videos, that usually comments on my videos. I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a wonderful and blessed Sunday and week. Peace.